In an electrifying Game 4 of the 2023 WNBA Finals, the Las Vegas Aces secured their third championship title in 4 years, with a dominant 97-86 victory over the Phoenix Mercury. The Aces star player, A'ja Wilson, delivered an outstanding performance, earning her second Finals MVP award. Despite the celebrations on the court, the game's post-match atmosphere was charged with tension, as Commissioner Cathy Engelbert was met with boos from the crowd, highlighting ongoing frustrations with the direction of the league. The game's intensity was evident throughout, with both teams giving it their all, but it was Wilson who stood out. Her remarkable contributions on both offense and defense helped lead the Aces to victory. After the final buzzer, A'ja Wilson spoke about her pivotal role in the game, expressing gratitude for the support of her teammates. "Honestly, it was a team effort. I knew my teammates were relying on me, but it wasn't just me out there," Wilson said. "We've been grinding all season, and this was the culmination of all that hard work. The energy in the arena was insane. We couldn't let up, especially with the stakes so high." Wilson's leadership was critical to the Aces' success, and her Finals MVP award was a well-deserved recognition of her stellar performance. However, as Wilson basked in the glory of her individual and team achievements, the night's post-game ceremony took a controversial turn. Commissioner Cathy Engelbert, who was there to present the championship trophy, was met with a chorus of boos from the crowd. This public display of discontent reflected long-standing frustrations with the league's management, particularly regarding player treatment, pay equity, and the league's general direction. For many fans and players, the boos symbolized a broader discontent that has been simmering for some time. During her post-game interview, Cathy Engelbert responded to the crowd's reaction, acknowledging the tension but reaffirming her commitment to growing the league. "Look, I know that not every decision I make will be met with universal approval, but my goal is always to grow the game and make it stronger," Engelbert explained. "I understand the frustrations, especially when it comes to issues like player compensation and league policies. It's something we're actively working on. But tonight, it's about celebrating the Aces and the incredible talent in this league." Her words, though measured, did little to ease the palpable sense of frustration from fans who believe that the league's leadership has not done enough to address the concerns of its players and supporters. While Engelbert sought to focus on the positive aspects of the game, A'ja Wilson's victory was overshadowed by the complex emotions surrounding the league's future. The boos, which rang throughout the arena, were a stark reminder of the challenges facing the WNBA. Fans and players alike have expressed dissatisfaction with several aspects of the league's operations, from pay equity to working conditions, and the impact of these unresolved issues was felt throughout the arena that night. For many, the boos symbolized not just a moment of frustration, but a call for the league's leadership to reassess its priorities and make the necessary changes to ensure that the players' voices are heard and their contributions are properly recognized. To get a better sense of the fan perspective, I spoke with a fan outside the stadium who had witnessed the events unfold. "Honestly, it's about more than just one person," said the fan, who wished to remain anonymous. "Fans are upset about the overall direction of the league. We want to see our stars treated better, and we want to feel like the league is truly working for the players and for the fans." For this fan, the boos were not directed solely at Cathy Engelbert, but at what they felt was a systemic issue within the league. "A'ja Wilson is incredible, but the league's leadership has to listen to those frustrations," they added. The fans' comments echo a broader sentiment that has been building in the WNBA. While the league has made significant strides in recent years in terms of visibility and popularity, there are still lingering issues regarding pay equity, player treatment, and league management that need to be addressed. The booing of Commissioner Engelbert serves as a reminder that while the WNBA has made great strides, the league still has much work to do in terms of fostering a more inclusive, player-focused environment. As for A'ja Wilson, despite the off-court distractions, she remains focused on the team's success. "It was definitely a tough moment," Wilson admitted, reflecting on the boos directed at Engelbert. "I understand the frustrations some people have, but for me, I try to focus on what I can control, and that's the game, my team's victory." The boos, however, were a clear indication of how the league's direction is being received by the fans and players. It's a tough situation for sure. Wilson's leadership on the court remains the driving force behind the Aces' success, and while she acknowledges the larger issues at play, she remains determined to focus on the game. Looking ahead, the WNBA faces a critical juncture. The reaction to Cathy Engelbert's appearance on stage signals that change is necessary within the league. As the boos reverberated through the arena, it became clear that the WNBA's leadership must take a closer look at the concerns raised by its players and fans. In order to move forward, the league must address the systemic issues that have fueled dissatisfaction, including the need for greater pay equity, improved working conditions, and more direct engagement with the players who make the league what it is. A'ja Wilson's incredible performance in Game 4, earning her Finals MVP honors, was a shining example of what the WNBA has to offer. However, as the league celebrates its champions, it must also take a hard look at the challenges it faces off the court. With the fans' voices growing louder and the players' frustrations mounting, the WNBA must find a way to bridge the gap between its leadership and its stars. The coming months will be critical in determining whether the league can address these concerns and build a more inclusive, player-centric future.